Good morning, Guardians. Ebontis here with your solo Nightfall run-through for the week of January 24th. We've got the Blighted Chalice strike, modifiers of Void Burn. Void damage from you is ×2, from enemies it is probably over ×2, but we don't know that exact number anymore. Got Juggler, make sure you keep mixing up that ammo type so you mix up those ammo drops. Got Grounded, keep your butt planted, don't do a whole lot of jumping in the air, it's a quick way to die. And then Catapult, grenade recharge rate is greatly increased. My build on my Titan, just because that was the one I had last equipped for Iron Banner, is going to be, of course, Void. It is going to be Defender, so I'm going to go pretty standard. Suppressor Grenade, just for that explosion. You could go Spike Grenade, just because I don't think, unfortunately, most of the places that you're probably going to be throwing that could be hard to aim. Magnetic, you can get attached, but you can't get that group explosion. So I think I'll try Suppressor, see how it goes. Pretty standard. Blessing of Light, just for that bonus to survive if I need it. Ward of Dawn, increase the duration, and then Illuminated, increase the benefits. You could go Untouchable to reduce the cooldown. It's kind of up to you. I'd rather have a bigger shield personally than reduce the cooldown, because probably just kill a couple more guys. Gonna run with my standard Hung Jury, good old scout rifle, make this one a pretty good run. Got my Void Devil's Dawn, sniper rifle and Void, which should do a lot of damage to the boss. And then Truth, those rocket launchers are going to be very beneficial for many situations, especially that last boss room run. So, outside of that, going to run the Armamentarium for that double grenade charge with Catapult. That one's going to be pretty frequently used, so if you have the Armamentarium, it's a good way to go. Also, it's nice to have that special ammo across the board, no matter what type you're using, and then some rocket launcher boots as well. Pretty much going to be it, though, so I will cut in as soon as we're in the strike. Alright, so as soon as you load in, you do want to get on the move rather quickly if possible. You're going to have some enemies that load in, and when these guys spawn in, they're going to start shooting you pretty quickly, so try and cover the ground as quick as you can. If you're a Warlock, just when you land up here and if you're low on health, duck down, take a second, grab your health, and then jump up here. Once you're up here, you can start throwing grenades and things, kind of speed this process along. Enjoy the bouncing grenades that are going to be around. Of course, the suppression, hopefully maybe will slow some of these splitting down. But either way, should be going pretty quick. And again, just don't forget about those grenades. Just keep throwing them. Should make this process a little quicker, which is nice. They're split. They shouldn't hopefully be able to do quite as much. Of course, these guys are just going to split like crazy. But grab any ammo that drops. As soon as you land over here, you're going to kind of activate this. So what you want to do is jump back up here, get to the high ground. Terrible jump, sorry about that. You get to the high ground and you're going to be looking for whatever major does spawn. And depending on who it is, you're going to have something along the lines of either... That's one way to clear some enemies out. If any of them do jump up here, just be careful. And if you come over here, they shouldn't be able to actually follow you if they're regular thrall. And you can just start picking a lot of these guys off. Chunk of grenade over there, might be able to get a few of those. Most of them are going to go down pretty quickly. And then once you find the actual knight, which should be around if he's not being a giant weenie. Should be around somewhere in the middle. Got my bubble up already, may as well take my shield. There he is. Alright, so he's going to be back there. Pick him off, and then once he is down... well, if he jumps and runs away, go chase him. When he's that low on health, may as well just finish it off. If you can get a grenade back there, might be able to finish his bad boy off. And then when that happens, the first one will pop up right here in the middle. Pick up the relic, and again, jump up here. Drop it in. And as soon as you have it activated, come back up to this top section. And then just make sure you're ready for whatever comes next, which is likely going to be quite a few thrall. Try and get these guys as they come out to you, which is a nice way to take them out quicker. Faster you take them out, the better off you're going to be. If you do get some of them to come over to you, again, if these are regular thrall, you can throw a grenade. That'll be a nice way to take a large chunk of them out. Look for that wizard. It is going to be over there across the way. Then, of course, your sniper rifle should be pretty effective once she stops moving. Once she's down, the rest of it's going to be pretty straightforward. Grab some ammo, which it seems like I'm just going to have a ton of it to deal with, which is nice. If you do have a few guys around here, just be careful about the curse thrall. Chunk one of these grenades down. They should run. And that should mostly do it. Once you get the last few guys down, shouldn't have too much more to deal with. Just get off me. There. And once the key appears, grab that one and move on to the next. Not too much is going to be void that's actually too bad in this section. I don't think actually a lot's going to be a major issue. Come through here. Once you plop that one in, come back up to the top and then get ready for the last run. And then again, whatever does come out, make sure you get a nice little grenade over here to slow it down. Try and stay up top and then around the corner over here if you can. And if you can find the wizard, that should help a little bit as well. Reload if needed. Finish her off, and then just start chunking the grenades down. Honestly, that'll probably be your best way to do it. Some of the guys will be floating around. Once this last one is down, you'll be ready to move on, so you can honestly just start picking them off however you can. Grenades, whatever. There's going to be some guys down below you getting a little crazy. Some guys over here. Just do whatever you can do to find them all, get them to move around a little bit. From here, actually the last one is going to be back around this corner, so I'm going to try and grab some ammo as I fall down. And the last key is going to appear over here, so I'm just going to try and pull him to me. Need these last few enemies to go down so I can actually pull this key. You do have to kill all the enemies in each round, you can't just kill the elites or majors, and then you'll be good to go. Last few. Try and make sure you kill the last couple with something different. Get yourself a little bit of variety of ammo there, and pick up the last key and run to the door. Now you could go for speed through some of this, of course. Just kind of up to you guys and what you prefer. Whatever ammo type you need, though, this is a great time if you're missing, say, something along those lines of like heavy hasn't dropped for you. Pull out your special or your primary, see what you can get to drop. You're going to get a lot of enemies to show up right here. And I love that explosion. It's good times. Plenty of primary for me. That'll work just fine. Come through here and push forward. As soon as you come around this corner, you're going to be dealing with some guys that spawn over here. Going to have some thrall there. Pick these guys off pretty quickly. Looks like I took care of something for a quest, even though I think I've already got everything done. Ow. Watch out for that guy. If you got him suppressed, try and make sure you track him down. Pick him off. Figure out what else is coming around that corner. You're going to have a few enemies in the back. Now, the acolytes can be void, so just be careful about those. You are going to have potentially a wizard there. If the wizard's a big weenie, just keep the damage going. Should be able to take it out pretty fast. Now, just be careful. You're probably not alone up here in the top corner. But if you can fly by this section up here, fly by this wizard and run on by, that's just going to save you a little bit of time. So if you can fly by, go for it. No reason not to, basically. Once you come down here, you just don't know if you're going to have void or looks like I've got regular hive, so not taken. So enjoy the, they're going to have a few thrall that come to you here. Pick those off pretty quickly. You're going to have this one hallowed wizard out in the middle, so get some rockets out there, should be able to take it out. And then once it is down, good old truth doing its work. Make sure you finish these last thrall. Shouldn't have too many sneaky guys around. And then just start picking off the guys in the back. Again, those acolytes are going to be something to watch out for. So just proceed slowly. Try and blow up these bombs without getting too aggressive. And just get these guys. Again, the acolytes are going to be void, so just watch out for them. Be careful. As they do come out and get a little more aggressive, they are going to hurt just due to their stupid void weapons. Again, you'll have a few behind each one of those pillars. Pick those off, and the closer you get, you'll have a few more enemies that spawn in. Likely just chunk a grenade down in there, see what remains. And then just keep working them down. There's only a couple left that remain after this. If you can get that shield by punching one or two of them, you should be alright to survive for a minute. Got a little aggressive there, almost took it to the face, but managed to survive that one. And again, the void damage from the acolyte's going to be your biggest problem. Come up through here and then again, watch your radar, make sure you're clear. And then just start picking these guys off from a distance. The knights should go down fairly quickly. A couple sniper shots, really throwing me off there. Proceed forward just cautiously enough so you're doing alright. Again, great time for your rockets. Take out the wizard. Should have one on the right. Not too bad. And then you should have one in the back as well. When you get to the back, that's one where you definitely want to pull the rockets out. But look for this knight first. He is going to be doing a little bit of damage to you. Unless you can just take him out that way. Looks like I've got another one. And then there's the wizard. If you can run by the wizard, just for speed's sake, you actually probably can. No reason not to, again, just going for speed. Gonna see how big of a time bonus we can get this morning. So, should be doing alright with some void rockets and some void sniping on the boss. Pretty much those axiom bolts are going to be the worst part. We'll just have to be a little cautious there. This section shouldn't be too bad. Going to be mostly taken here, so should be reasonable in general. At this point, you're going to have mostly just arc guys to deal with. Going to have some few guys in the back over there. Going to have plenty of these. Unfortunately, the shield guys are going to be a bit annoying, but grenades are going to be a nice way to take them out. And then just start picking the guys off as you work your way forward. Again, remember you do have juggler, so as you come forward, don't forget to try and mix up your ammo killings a little bit here. Snipers are going to be quite effective, so use those where you can. And then you're going to have a few guys in the back that are going to be doing some sniping, so keep an eye out for those. Try and find those, like this guy here, this guy here. They're solar, they're not going to be painful or anything, they're just something to watch out for and get a quick death on. If anybody's hiding behind a shield, go ahead and shoot them in the foot. This way you can get some primary ammo. Always a nice way to do that. I could just land up there, grab myself some ammo. Try and take the upper ground on this next section. You can get some nice sight on these vandals in the back. And as you get close enough, you'll get a few more of them to appear as well. Just like this guy here. And then just keep an eye out. Toss some grenades if you need to. Nothing too crazy here. Again, this is pretty straightforward. Void isn't too bad. It's just those axiom bolts at the end that are going to be the lethal part. So just be careful about those. Now that could potentially be void, so I would be very careful with that. That little floating ball of doom could be rather lethal. I never quite know which damage type that is, so just be cautious. If you're luckier than I am, you might have some ammo boxes sitting right there. If not, no big deal. Got some Thrall coming in here. They are going to be solar Thrall, so just watch out for those. Take out the few that get through. Should be alright. Get that shield up. You should be able to take these last couple guys out. Hey, what do you know? I got some ammo. Alright, and run to the end. Down at the end of this hallway. May as well throw a grenade. Try and clear that one out. You'll get it back. Around the corner, you're going to have one Vandal. May as well pull something out to take him out quickly. Right there. Take him before he pops his shield up. Then as you come around the corner, you're going to have some Acolytes. Start popping them down. Get yourself a little bit of ammo to pick up. You'll have 3 on the right, 2 in the middle, and 2 on the left. For the ones on the left, I do tend to like to run around. Just get some distance between me and them. Now here's where you do want to make sure you got just about everything reloaded. Should be in pretty good shape. Snipers reloaded, and we'll go ahead and start the boss fight. Once you kill these last 2, the boss will spawn. Nice thing about that is when he spawns, he's going to have some Thrall down below him. If you can jump up in the air, catch him when he spawns, get a nice shot down there, and then chunk a grenade, maybe, you can get this off to a pretty quick start. Also be careful, once things do start spawning, you're going to have some enemies that spawn right here in the middle. It's a great time for rockets because you're going to have a couple of phalanx that do spawn, so anything you can do to take those out quickly is going to be a nice way to get you a safe spot to work from. Once you've got that taken care of, you're going to have the boss out there. Pull out your sniper, put some shots into him. Should be doing some quick damage with your sniper rifle. And then as soon as these enemies do start to spawn, just be careful. And then watch for these phalanx that do spawn. Once this second wave of phalanx spawn, you are going to have some enemies that spawn on each side. This is where, for one, the grenades are going to be nice and beneficial, so I'd throw those out there. The other one that can be beneficial also for ammo is going to be nice, is the rocket launcher. You're going to get a nice quick clean out, and then you can come back over to the other side, throw a grenade, let that explode, and take most of them out. Honestly, they go pretty quick in this section, and right now he's just doing arc damage, so the boss isn't even too bad. Once you've got most of the enemies taken out, you can do one of two things. See if the boss is going to be aggressive and chase you. If he's over here, just try and get a good angle on him. Get those shots into his dome. The quicker you do damage to him, the quicker this fight's going to go. Those void shots are going to hurt. Get a few shots. Now, make sure you run through. Get your back to this wall. Get your rocket reloaded. Try and get your grenade over here. See if you can take these guys out. Just in case that other phalanx is in there. Should get some quick points from that. And then at this point, again, we've got the same motion. Make sure you clear out both sides. So there should be enemies on both sides. Apparently I got a weird situation where they're not spawning. We're on fire at this point. Alright, as we do have more enemies coming in, make sure you come back here. Get your back to the wall. Wait for those enemies to spawn in the middle. Look for these guys to spawn in. Get that grenade right behind. Take them out. Should be a quick clean out. And then you should be clear behind. From here, you can chunk one grenade over there. Should get a nice group. Wait for the other side. You can start picking them off, and then when you get grenades, you can really start getting the work in. The Vandal is going to be annoying on that side, so what you want to do is just give him a second for a shield to go down. Wait a sec. Throw that grenade. Nice little bounce. Get the clean sweep, and you should be good to go. Once you figure out where the boss is at, you'll usually be able to tell by that wonderful little fire bomb that's going to be going on over there. Throw one more grenade so you can just clean everything out. Now, if you want to go run down below, I would suggest that you guys clear out one of these things right here. A couple shots should clean it out, get you some ammo, and that way you've got free run. You don't have that slow from the blight. Come down here, pick up some ammo, reload what you need to. Rockets probably. Make sure you've got those for each spawn wave. And you should be alright. Not going to do this one quite as fast as Esoteric. He had a nice little fast run this morning. I at least like to check his time. He's always pretty speedy. Once he's got that napalm running, try and find that boss, and then what you want to do, just start putting these shots in his dome. As soon as you get enough shots in there to get him to spawn enemies, you're going to want to cross back over to the other side. The more damage you do to the boss, he's going to be a bit more of a weenie every time. He tends to run away the more damage he's taken, so he's a little harder to find, but if you can find him through that middle section, nice way to do it. And then you can back yourself up to a wall, pull out your rocket launcher, figure out where the guys spawn, get a nice grenade coming over there. There you go. Kind of wasting rockets, but I've got plenty of them to deal with, so that'll be alright. Nice thing about using rockets, you're going to get a variety of ammo that drops for you. Apparently I'm not getting guys to drop on that side, so I'm going to go ahead and throw my grenade, try and finish this one off. Got that immune. Jerk face. They're going to be spawning in there. By the time his shield is gone, just start picking him off first. Chunk that grenade down there. Should be able to get that explosion, take some of these guys out. Get that switch on, get a little farther back than you normally would, and then once you've got a shot on Malok, start pumping those into him. Again, keep switching up the ammo. If you don't kill all the enemies, that's going to be okay. Try and stagger him pretty quickly. As soon as he summons minions, make sure you can cross through, because as that blight spawns, it will do damage to you in the middle. Once these guys spawn, always get that grenade over there, get that good clean sweep in the middle. That does help get you some primary ammo usually, just in case you are a bit low on that one. Throw that grenade out there. If you can get the Vandal, that'll speed things along a little quicker too. Clean out both sides, always a nice way to get points if you need it. Again, grenade for the win. He got his shield up like a old jerk. It's alright, not the end of the world. That side is clear and the boss is on this side. Try and find Malok. Can't find him. Here he comes. Nope. So once you get him down to the last section, that is where Void is going to be the main problem. You're going to want to get through that one pretty quickly if possible. It's honestly a great time that I've got a moment here. I've got plenty of special ammo down below. So I'm going to go pick that one up once I clear this one out, so I've got a free run of speed. See if I've got anything over here that's dropped. I have a little bit of ammo, not much. I'm going to keep clearing this one out with my primary. He's on this side. Again, time really not an issue on this one, guys. You should be able to speed through it with the void damage, but I want to pick up some ammo right through here just so I'm nicely stocked on just about everything, not having to use a synth or anything. Make sure you're reloaded. And then once Malok shows his face, you are going to be on the void phase. This is where it's going to be a little more dangerous if you're with other people that aren't playing cautiously. Once his head pops off, this is where you're going to be on that last phase. Also going to be where it's important to watch his location. Watch for these phalanx to spawn, get that grenade out there. Should be able to take those out and then get into safety. Now, he's going to be firing axiom bolts when he actually sees you, but you might want to take out some of these enemies first so you get a nice clean run. You're going to have a captain down there as well. Try and take that captain out quickly if possible. He does have the void ball of death. Keep tossing those grenades. Should be able to keep that working. And again, there's the void ball of doom. Now, the main thing you're going to be looking for one, keep trying to chunk those grenades. Those should be pretty effective. So that void shot is not too bad. So definitely get aggressive. Try and take that captain out. You want to get him while his shield is down. Finish him off. Now you're looking for Malok at this point. He's going to be a little slower, a little less aggressive. So really try and get that in there. Try and finish that captain off. Should slow his effects down. And then once you've got a sight on him, he's going to do those axiom bolts. And once those axiom bolts come in, make sure to hide behind this wall. If you hide behind this wall, you should be able to take the shots. Now, unfortunately, these guys came and spawned in pretty much on top of me. I got lucky enough that I was able to survive. But make sure you come in here, get aggressive with this thing. Get that grenade in there, and you should be safe in here again. Well, I almost died, but yeah, what you want to do is make sure and be careful with the damage you do to the boss. As you do that damage, for one, he's going to throw those axiom bolts at you. You want to be very cautious when he's out. When he shoots those, you might be able to get 2 shots off, and then make sure you hide quickly. As those axiom bolts come through, you need to kill those, or they will kill you. If those guys don't know where you're at, it's a nice way to get some quick damage on them and then come back into the center. Make sure if you are hiding in the center that you're hiding right here in this wall. If he has fired those axiom bolts and you're back against this wall, they should not be able to come into you. Now, if you're not alone, they will get in here, but just keep that in mind. If you are alone and you're flush against this wall right here on this door, they kind of get hung up on the wall if you get hidden quickly enough. So just keep that in mind, that you want to be kind of quick. If you're with other people and they pull them back here and then they die and then they come to you, you can still die from those, so just keep that in mind. You want to hide quickly, try and get those things hung on the wall. If one does come in, make sure you get ready to shoot them. Again, you just got to be very cautious in this section. There's a lot of damage on that. Those axiom bolts will be a one-shot, so just make sure you're aware. It's a good way to die, and it's not a fun way to die, just because it ruins most of your fun. Try not to suppress yourself. That's always kind of a bummer. Get that grenade out there. Now, another way you can get some damage on the boss is what I'm going to try and do. Pop a heavy synth and go full rocket. It's a little safer way. You don't have to worry about the direct shots. And also, if you need to pop your bubble as a Titan, you can do that as well. Try and find Ugly. He's going to be out there somewhere. Try and finish him. Where'd he go? Of course, the one time I can't find him. It's probably like out in the center. Alright, pop this one off so you can get at least a clean look and run at him. Well, if you do get your rockets on him, try and pop him in the head. Finish him off. That's going to do it, guys. 8 minutes to go, 62,000 points. Get your highest stuff equipped.
Lot's power over the Blight was impressive. You are a credit to the Tower Guardian.
Did she?
And that's pretty much a wrap. Looks like I did actually get an exotic. I'll take that. Got a skeleton key. I actually got 2 skeleton keys, and I'm actually full. That just means I need to come over here and use this. Can I use it? Come on. 76,000 points. That's a pretty solid run. There we go. I got the Hood of Malok and the Mark of Fortune. Looks like I got them both. And I got 2 skeleton keys in this game run. What do you know? It's being nice to me today. That is a pretty awesome run, guys. Pretty clean. Enjoy the fun. Have a good time, and what can I say? Sniper rifle, rockets, pretty clean, good to go. Hope this one helps you guys out. I will see if I get my sunrise bounty after I do the others. Strange coins, I have like 1,700 of them. I'm good. Don't need any more, promise. So, Outside of that, useless will drop. We'll see if my sunrise bounty drops later on. So I'm going to try and do all 3 of these this morning, or at least this afternoon, and I'll post up my sunrise bounties after I get them done. Have a good week, guys. I will get these up for you soon. Also, drop a like below if you did enjoy, leave a comment if you got any questions, and as always, subscribe to this channel to keep the content coming your way. Have a good one, guys. Enjoy.